Hello everybody, I'm Raphael Perry and it's time for some more adventures of Ash and Steel. And like Dick Whittington, Tristan's going to turn around and go back to the city again. Because he has unfinished business here, and yes, we've got the fresh game lag that we get after loading our save and loading up the game. But I started a little bit late tonight anyway, and what the hell. We're seeking out Helmut, and we have a vague idea where he might be. In fact, we should have been helping him fairly recently with his skin condition. If he's who I think he is. So we'll get to stride through the laggy city and hope that the next time the game gets updated, some serious optimization is done. Because it wasn't as laggy in the previous update. It's also entirely possible night will fall. I see we're in the midday time, headed towards evening. We may need to jog a little. That'll be fun. It's probably the worst possible idea, given how laggy the city can be. So the plan is to find Helmut and ask him what we should do with the dead man's ashes. We also have a golden statuette to deliver, and in the same vicinity as the statuette is a very tall, awkward, abandoned tower that we now have two reasons to climb. We've also opened up a few possible avenues where we could explore a little. And I'm sure we can find something else to do while we're at it. If those dots start moving again, that is. There we go.
There's nothing better than lunch on the road.
Quite right, sure. Quite right. Nice to know you're there already. Don't worry, Tristan will come to his senses soon and he'll be through the city gates. Oh, look at those dots go now. They're practically, well, dashing along, really. The kind of speed with which we would like to traverse the city itself, when we are able to.
Just take a bite any time you get hungry.
Alright, lady, look, I am going to have to get some new grub, but there's issues here, and finances that need to be controlled. And it might be quite a while before we can do so. Currently, we've put 1,000 gold in the bank, and the interest that we've been allowed to withdraw has been 75 coins. It's going to be quite some time before we can replenish that 1,000. If we put 2,000 in, I imagine the interest rate may be the same. So, while the amount of interest would come in at twice the rate, I'd also have double the investment to replace. So at this low level, it barely feels worth the 1,000 gold we put in the bank.
Keep your hands where I can see them.
That will change over time, over the course of the playthrough. And perhaps later on we will have more money that can be invested. But not for a while yet. Easy there, Tristan. For now, we're just wading through the sludge of all the distractions of the city that are confusing this young man. At some point, I mean, what is it, heat stroke or something? Sunstroke? Maybe he should wear a hat. Let's put one on. Was that 4, 5, 6? Okay, 5 seconds for the inventory to begin to appear. We are definitely experiencing performance issues with this patch. And yet
Keep
now
your hands
things
where
are
I can
going
see
much
them.
smoother. We're still getting a little stuttering, but things are settling down now. He says as he hits some major lag spikes. It doesn't feel like we're going to find Ruck anytime soon, so I should take a look at my quests and see what else we can prioritize. I'm not going to check in the bank, because why not just leave it a bit longer? Generally, we spend most of our money, with the exception of skill trainers, in the city. And even then, a lot of the trainers are in the city. We don't need as much money outside the city. So why carry it around with us when we can just pick it up whenever we come back here? I mean, the bank robbed me of 1,000 gold, but I robbed the bank of 75, and I'm going to keep on doing it. Eventually, I'll eclipse that 1,000, and can't really fairly call it robbery either way, but it kind of is. So we're headed to the cartographer's shop, and actually, while we've helped the shopkeeper with his medical condition, and he's not through his 2 weeks of treatment yet, he's maybe about half a week in. I haven't been counting the days too precisely. It's possible that now we can show him part of our map and say, hey, look, see, we've got skill. But more importantly, he or the ship captain may be the one we seek. And I'm not even going to try sprinting, because that's just going to be an absolute nightmare. I believe this is not the place. It just rather looks like it. Okay. But this, on the other hand, definitely is. Hey! I've been looking for you. Okay, Tristan, give it your best shot.
I spoke to Dorothy. She's going through a lot right now, and is not sure if she remembered Howie's final wishes correctly. Did he by any chance tell you where he wanted his ashes to be scattered?
Yes, he did. He wanted to find his rest on the shore, at the back of the port warehouse. Howie loved that place so much. It's where he and Dorothy first met.
Excellent. Let me guess, we can't afford anything. Yeah. Well, maybe a few things. Ooh. There's a market stall.
Keep your hands where I can see them.
I can keep it consistent there. Okay, so the hangars are down this way. And just past them we'll come to the store. Sure. Now, arguably behind is a bit weird, so let's just hold off. I don't know if there's likely to be some kind of special interaction or if we just go into our inventory and drop the thing. Now this is the closest to round the back of the hangars, but this is for sure. So let's just walk around the shore and see if an opportunity presents itself. That's the giant thing, isn't it? We got the knees, the hand. Come on, Tristan. You can do this. Just need to find the right spot. At this point, we're not really around the back anymore. Well, that was interesting. Okay, let's actually check our list. Not this one. Right. On the shore, behind the warehouses on the harbour. So, since there doesn't... hello? Wow. Whatever happened, everything's frozen up. So I think the young couple would have liked it over here. Or here. Slightly nicer view there. Big thing in the way. Let's just go here-ish. Okay. So what? Do we... Nope, we can't. We can't do that. We need to look for a very specific spot. We cannot interact with the quest item in any way. Meaning, I probably need to be somewhere very specific. I don't suppose I can... No, that would be crazy, wouldn't it? Okay, let's try actually... back here. I'm presuming it'll just pop up like the mapping location did. Oy. She sells seashells on the seashore. Well, that's sort of up there with Moses supposes his toes are roses, but Moses supposes erroneously. If Moses supposes his toes are roses, then wherever roses his toes should be, or something like that, right? Oh, tongue twisters. We were all young once, weren't we? Allegedly. Some of us still are, apparently. Oh, would you look at that? Yeah, what's that lightweight coin pouch? Well, let's hold off for now. Although we could probably really do with it. Am I just in the wrong place? And yes, we're intentionally dipping our toes in the water there. I'm not supposed to... Oh god. I'm not supposed to go any further that way, am I? How bizarre. Hang on. Since we are here. Hello, game. Thank you. Oh, here we go. I may regret this. Let's see how much. Okay, that is definitely not something I'm supposed to be able to interact with. Ow. Well then where on this entire blasted beach could I possibly sprinkle these ashes? Or rather scatter. At this point it's more of a scattering or just resisting the urge to just cast them down to the ground in frustration and stomp off. Why would I pick this up? No special reason. Doesn't look like we can dig under it. And yes, I may have to go digging up some graves as well at some point. Thing is, I might not just need to be standing in the correct location, I might need to be facing a specific direction as well. I mean... Ay, ay, ay. The shore behind the warehouses. Thing is, an interesting definition of behind. And yes, I am checking if we need to be standing in the water rather than on the shore itself. I mean, if I look at this and ask myself, where might two young what's that? Oh, come on, Tristan. Yes.
7 wins.
That's Russian. You know what? I got through the whole previous episode without making one joke about meeting all the friends of Dorothy. But now we've met them and they were very lovely people, weren't they? You know, that might not... that reference might not make a lot of sense to younger members of the audience. Friends of Dorothy is a secret gay code from the 1950s and 60s, possibly even 70s. And yes, they meant Dorothy from The Wizard of Oz. I just be like, oh yeah, I think is he a friend of Dorothy? Yeah, he knows her, you know. Because at that time it was illegal to be gay, and you could get arrested for it. And since it is evening, and there is a certain someone we'd like to try and meet, problem is we'll have to fight our way out of this district again. Do we have the coins for it? Debatable. It's not exactly cheap here, is it? And if we go back to Dorothy, she may now be hard to find. Look, maybe he will turn up in the evenings.
Fog's rolling in. Weather looks grim.
Before it gets too dark. Why don't we... Well, we're living dangerously. Here we go.
I'd like to stay the night, that's all.
Now, Tristan, you're living very dangerously. But here we go. Oh. So now we wait for a man who is not here yet. There's another door. And one of those disturbing magic storage crates. Look, it's all well and good believing someone goes and lugs it all around to the next place we're going to be. But how do they know where we are going to go if we don't tell them? I haven't heard the door go yet. And there's 3 of them. 3 doors. Can we pretend? Nope. He's the wrong kind of guard.
Right.
So this chap who's here in the evenings and nights when he's off duty isn't
The
here
rest is under the counter.
in the evening or nights when he's off duty. He is a pain in the backside to try to find. And I've had to place myself in great peril to do so. Not only that, but at great expense to myself as well. So in all honesty, I really hope he shows up. And who the hell is sweeping so loudly outside somewhere? I can hear it all the way up on the top floor. I'm gonna pretend this is good training for my vigil, and I'm going to blatantly save and reload the game in case it fixes him. Right, you. Mate, Mr. Man. Missing man. Who remembers the Mr. Men? They were in the news a few months back, actually. Some big anniversary or something. Again, for those of you who may not be familiar, the Mr. Men were a bunch of, yeah, like Mr. Happy, Mr. Sad, Mr. Sleepy, and so on. You know, a bunch of characters from children's books. And they were like blobby. And they were each one colour. So, like, one of them would be all blue, one would be all red, one would be green, and so on, right? And they had somewhat irregular shapes, as in they each had their own shape, but they were not all the same shape. And they each embodied one sort of emotion, generally. Pretty sure there was a Mr. Greedy. Right, you are not here. Great. Now he came in here. He met me here. He told me to go and do the job. He told me that it was urgent, needed to be done quickly, and to report back to him afterwards. However, he doesn't seem to be anywhere to be reported to. I may need to go look for him during the hours of daylight. And he knows far too much about me. And he appears to be here now. Wait. Yeah.
I collected them all.
Perfect! This should stir something up in their nest. Go take a walk around the port now and we'll see what happens next.
Now!
Fine. Sounds safe.
Tristan, mate, they're gonna deck the living shit out of you. I don't suppose this guard is gonna help us in any way at all. And we were supposed to probably do this all in the one night. I'm not anticipating a particularly safe or uneventful stroll. And knowing street thugs, they ain't gonna act alone. There may be as many as 2 or 3 of them. It would be much nicer to do this during the day, but there would be a crowd of onlookers, and it could turn rather nasty. Okay, we've walked far enough down this one. I don't like those lag spikes. It feels like we're about to be attacked. And honestly, you know, we stirred up a hornet's nest, we can expect trouble. And plenty of it too. So far, so safe. This is highly suspicious. Now this looks remarkably similar to the other dock we took a stroll down. Now, I'd like to avoid fighting on the actual docks themselves, because if we fall in the water, it ain't gonna be a lot of fun. Now I think we better head over to the hangar. Well, the hangars, plural. And keep an eye out for places that would make for a good ambush. Not a lot happening. Look around at the harbour. Someone ought to approach me for a chat. Okay, so that's more of a daytime thing then, probably, when there'll be a crowd. You know what? Didn't like that sound effect. It sounded like dropping something. Well, like a flap of cloth or leather. Okay, so we might not expect immediate violence. More of a questioning like, hey, what are you doing here? Some of our stashes have gone missing. We've seen you poking around. Have you got something to do with it? Thing is, the implication was that we should go right now. But unfortunately, it seems like whoever's going to meet us won't be there until a time when Pinker will have gone away from the rendezvous point, and I'll have to try and wait for him all over again when I want to go back and report to him. Great. Clearly, that quest is on a go slow. It's not something we're supposed to do swiftly. Tristan, we need to get you some better blunt defense. But we should be able to let Dorothy know everything's been taken care of. And now that it's a new day, let's take our helmet off, feel the wind in our hair, and be grateful to have made it through another night in the city. Outside the Order's headquarters, which seem to be a little safer for us at the moment. We've not been accosted there by some kind of ne'er-do-well. How are we? Oh, okay. Bit hungry and thirsty, alright. Well, let's take care of
absolutely foul.
And I think we'll check in the bank to see if we can withdraw any money yet. At least things are running fairly smoothly for us right now. Dear banker. he's not around yet. Okay, that's alright. We can go look for the old lady by the church. If we go extra slow, even better. I mean, what are we? 500 off? 795, okay. Fine. Fine, fine. So as this is nearly taken care of, what else could we be working on? I mean that, probably track that. We still don't know how to find a lucidus stone. Oh, we could go. Yeah. Could go deal with this absolute sod. Doesn't quite feel like the best idea just yet, though. For now, let's just meander through the marketplace. It's a bit too early for the stalls to be set up. Not a lot of customers around yet. Very early in the morning. I approve of how the majority of the citizens of Greyshaft don't like to get up too early in the morning. Although they seem to leave it particularly late to be up and about. This means the old lady we're looking for might also still be abed or having a breakfast or something.
Junk?
Lovely, lovely breakfast. I'm sure she, by this point, has a good idea what she likes, and she seems comfortable enough. You know, she's not particularly destitute. She seems comfortably enough well off that she can sort of take care of her needs. They don't seem to be particularly greedy or materialistic. Her needs seem to be fairly humble. She knows what she likes. Now, I'm a little concerned. The last time we spoke to her, she didn't seem to remember who we were. This could be a problem when we try to explain to her the great favour we've done. She might not take kindly to it. If she doesn't remember asking us to in the first place. However, she doesn't seem to be about yet. So what do we do now? Do we head back to the bank? Do we create a fine piece of craftsmanship and sell it for money? Oh, right, yeah. Hang on then. Steel, gold, iron. That's a lot of iron, okay. It still seems a little too early to trade in the market, even though we've got this lovely golden bracelet we'd like to sell. people are beginning to appear. That's something. That's something nice. The actual stall holders don't all seem to be present yet, though. In fact, I'm not sure any of them will be. But the lass who works this stall sometimes seems to show a little earlier than the others, but she's not there now. That lag spike was so sudden I had to have a quick look around to see if anything had changed in the world. Because once we get out of this early morning stage, we'll be able to head out of town and do a few things. Might as well refamiliarize ourselves with the layout of the place. Who knows, at some point we may need to be pursued, or even pursue someone through it. I find that rather unlikely, but possible. Also, it might help to know the shortcuts if it's getting late and we need to get to a bed safely. Let's try the church again. I know we're in the morning, but dear sweet Dorothy hasn't been in mourning for quite some time now. She's fairly comfortable with her life, and wherever she is, she's very comfortable there and not here. Okay. Let's see if we can get some more time to pass. And jog on back to market. Here we go again. He's not here serving drinks yet. That's not a good sign. I don't hear her shouting about food. But it seems the minstrel has begun to play. So perhaps the crowd will begin to gather. Oh, that guard popped in rather quickly, didn't he? Something might be happening.
Why is he wearing that junk?
It might, but it isn't yet. Oh, goodness. You know, it's a miracle these market stalls never get robbed, since the stall holders never look after them. They just leave all their wares unattended. Now, I know it's a graphical representation. They could absolutely pack up things for the night. I don't think they do leave things lying around like that.
Why is he wearing that junk?
But how much stuff are they going to have to cart away? every night and bring back every morning. Well, every almost lunchtime. It would be nice to find the people we seek. Doesn't seem to be happening though, does it? Oh, great. What do I need to do? Run a long way away? Like to the artisan district and then come back? Quite possibly. I heard that. That was a door. I don't see anyone new though, so... Yes, I am contemplating saving and reloading. Again. But not just yet. We should have a few other options available to us. Oh, hello. Ah. So you do live nearby. She should be somewhere nearby as well. Not quite sure where though. Let's give it some time and space. Not sure how much space is necessary. But blimey, if we're really lucky, the market might open soon. Do we need the money badly enough to... Well, what else are we going to use the iron for? Camping supplies, shovels... that sort of thing, I imagine. Come on, game. How much longer does this early morning need to drag on? Right.
Can't see tucht in fog like this.
Dillis. Nice to see a trader actually in business. I imagine I could make something from that cloth. I can't remember what. But perhaps now I can go to the bank. And they can still be closed. Ooh, we are just rolling in the lag here. Dear game. This morning is turning into a rather long one. It's kind of funny. I'm going to need to go shopping early in the morning and, well, it ain't coming for a while yet. It's not that late in the night. Tristan. This is a banker. He has money. Of yours. Another 75, okay. So at that point 150, so over a tenth. It's like 15% literally. Oh, how slowly do you have to walk to make it to... There we go, to market in time. To sell that golden bracelet. Ah. Well, you walked slowly enough to realise you'd taken a serious wrong turn outside the bank because you just weren't used to it being open. Why, it's been closed for so long. Maybe don't rush to market because we want to give time for Dorothy to sort her head out and work out where she's going to be today and what she's going to do. You know, she does actually come across as a bit of a morning person, but also a bit distracted. She may be going a bit senile. In fact, ironically, we could claim that Dorothy might be going dotty in her old age. And yes, that was far too easy. Hello! You have some of these.
I won't fleece you.
Right, silver plate. Silver plate.
I won't fleece you.
Silver cup, silver cup. Maybe I should check to see if the gravediggers want any of these first. So I'm being careful what I sell to merchants because apparently the one cause of merchants crashing the game is if their inventory is full up. So I'm trying to sell items to people who already have those items because they can stack without filling new slots. Now I would generally try to sell people the kind of things they sell and are interested in anyway, despite the fact they have loads of those things already and might not particularly need any more. But it means they'll be able to sell it in the shop if it's in good condition, and if it's not, they can pay me a very small amount or just tell me to get lost or something, I don't know. Right. Hey, I saw that door closing. I'm going to pretend that means someone came in for it very recently. Oh, game, please. You're not Dorothy.
Fog's rolling in. Weather looks grim.
And wherever she is, I'm sure she's... What? You're now better at conserving your energy as you run. You use 25% less stamina when running. From lots of walking? Okay. Probably footsteps. There we go. Oh, that's going to be useful, isn't it? Of course, if we could build up more stamina, that would be even better. Oh, right. But we've finally got something in the world sense area. Okay, that seems to be making good progress, whatever it is. This one, 43 of 50, whatever it is, we're doing very well there. Maybe that's getting knocked down and stun locked. And surviving. Hello lady, you popped in out of nowhere. That encourages me to come back and check around the church again. Now, Dottie should definitely be around here somewhere. She's cooking and cleaning for the church. The thing is, at the time I was just walking. Easy, easy, don't get too impatient. Just stroll. She could be back at the graveside again. Again, however, if it is the local custom to burn the dead rather than bury them, why are there so many graveyards? Hello again, my dear. Back out here again, are we today?
It is done. Howie will rest in peace now.
I wonder when I will find peace too.
Sooner or later, time heals all.
I'm so sorry. Look at me spitting nonsense like this. Here, take this. It's for... Thank you again.
Yeah, Tristan almost seemed wise and comforting there. And we got experience. Perhaps we can risk going back down to the harbour and see what happens in daylight. Although that seems like folly. Because then we'll either be attacked and fighting for our life, or we'll need to go back to Pinker again, and he won't be there again. Oh joy. Suppose we can just jog along and see though, can't we?
Brings bliss.
Buy one, get one free!
Because while we are there,
Forever, yeah. Reliable.
we could check the Gravedigger's notice board,
We're in town.
see if there's anything thereafter that we might have that we haven't just sold. Oy. Easy now, Tristan. You're gonna put your cap on. Actually, put your steel cap on before exploring the docks. So now we can theoretically sprint for longer. I mean, it does seem to be going slower. We weren't doing this at the time that we got the unlocks, so there might have been a slight delay. Oh, that's actually really working for us. Obviously, the main reason we need stamina at the moment is to fuel ourselves in combat. And now we get to live very dangerously indeed. Okay, Tristan, my boy. Just be on the lookout, okay? It would be entirely possible that the person who could approach us at the docks would be Pinker. And he'd be like, okay, I'm meeting you out in the field now. Things are getting active. No more messing around waiting for me to show up in the pub at night time all the time. Easy there, Tristan. Just try to relax and not get too tense. I mean, I suppose tense and stressed, yes, but relaxed enough to know that, hey, if they're going to come ambush you, they're going to do it anyways, so just be ready for when they do. Don't be constantly nervous about it. Here's me anticipating a fight. It might not be quite so dangerous. You know what? We might be able to talk our way out of it with a little extra insight. And yes, for a moment there I was thinking if I went near the places where the stashes were hidden, it might attract unwanted attention more quickly.
Keep your hands where I can see them. Why is he wearing that junk?
Well, because he wants to look like a gullible, vulnerable person. Is it working? I don't know. I mean, he hasn't been mugged or attacked yet. We'll try down by the hangars. And if that doesn't work, I think we'll just head on to another part of town. At this point, I'm anticipating that someone will not approach us, but we'll need to notice they're watching us and approach them. Because right now it just doesn't seem to be happening. Unless we're just not standing still long enough. And every time they kind of target us, we shift and they go, oh no, we need to work it out all over again. Well, whatever it is, it doesn't seem to be happening, does it? So this whole quest line, major pain in the ass. Because it just seems to constantly drag and get stuck and not progress. Nameless beggar, not a named beggar. I mean, maybe we just go back to Pinker and say, hey mate, nothing happened. And we find he's been all beaten up and robbed.
Keep your hands where I can see them.
Hammering upright beams and pillars. Anything? Nope. Okay. Wouldn't it be funny if nobody's bothering us because we got a helmet on? And the moment we switch to our hat, they go, now he's vulnerable. We can club him on the head if he's not paying attention. I mean, obviously that's not the inn, is it? It's not. This is...
Hey, you!
Uh-oh.
Yes?
Yes, my asshole! You piece of shite! Think you can steal from the port rats and walk away on your own two legs? Let me teach you a lesson!
Oh yeah.
I'll
Only
gut
you.
like a fish!
What do you draw your weapon for?
Oh, let him have it!
Mate. About that lesson.
I'll have you eating dirt!
You asked for it!
Oh, I think we're done here.
Killed him! What's going on?
Yeah, I don't get to take his stuff. So instead I'll just head inside. And he won't be here. Well, we all know when he will. Guardsman's dagger. I wonder. Highly suspicious. Okay. Problem, this is too similar visually. And it's annoying that it's the most common one to be kept around, but... Well, he won't be around till much later. So I suppose we just head out of town and begin adventuring elsewhere. I don't particularly want to wait until night to come see him again. So I'd rather go off and adventure until I can return here at night time. We handled our one-handed sword quite well there though. That was nice. We managed to avoid menacing any of the locals, which is extra nice. Okay, so... Oh... I mean, it really feels as if there should be something, not that we can take care of. Oh. Pain in the arse. We can keep asking around with the millers. No idea where to find Lucida stone. Ah! Right, yeah. The slags. Back that way. Okay. It's not up there. It's in here. This is arguably something we can handle. Suppose we'll see how that turns out, eh? I suspect that one-handed sword can do quite well with the fast light style. Right. Here we are. Do a bad deed and hopefully level. Lady, you wanted me to This looks like he could be the troublemaker. Yep.
Get out of here.
What?
You're not welcome here. Feck off.
You feck off, son of a bitch!
Oh, here we go.
You have two choices. 1, get the feck out of here and never come back again. 2, pay for your time with your teeth. A minute in, a tooth out. Starting right now.
Alright, I get it. I'm leaving now.
Well, that worked out a bit better than we'd hoped. Now, let's hope this doesn't end badly. Lady, I don't want the job as your security, but I've taken care of that idiot.
Keep your
Pogo understood everything perfectly.
Well done. You're hired.
No, I'm not. What? Lady, I'm probably never coming back in the building again. But we appear to have actually leveled now. We've gained 5 health. So, this level we have 2 ability points and no skill point. Okay, we're on to something. So, what are we wanting? 25 dexterity. Oh, we got that. Oh, great. 35 dexterity eventually would be nice. Insight and fortitude. Yeah, we could do more of those, definitely. Strength. Well, we're a long way away from that. There's plenty of skills we do qualify for already, though. We'll probably be investing in this, because it'll lead to this. Since we seem to be getting... I mean, these seem to be one-handed skills, these seem to be two-handed skills. Right, let's see. Now, we could always just grab this next level. So, 20 stamina. I mean, there's loads of things we want to put. So, we do need more strength. We can get 6 from this, but we're looking at, what, 26 there. If we get a point of stamina, point of fortitude. Ooh, we do want a couple of points of insight more, don't we? To try and get that 25. Oh. Okay, so what needs 25 insight? This. Okay, we're talking now. Now we're talking, yep. So we'll go 1 stamina, 1 insight, right? Is that wise? Wait a minute. How much did we need for that fellow down at the docks? Was it 25 or 30? In the slums, rather. Fortunately, we can go and check. We can just find him. I believe I heard the strumming of his lute. Here we are, yes.
The cloud. He's lost. So where does the path lie?
Oh, it's full on 30. Yeah, okay. Oh, in which case... Sure. Look, about 16% crit chance. It won't be there for long.
The cloud. He's lost. So where does the path hide?
I'm not completely sure, but it seems you're trying to ask where you are. You're on Grey Shaft.
Remembering is like a warm blanket. It comes, your heart sings, and the sun, like a beast.
A ring? Thanks. Are you sure I can keep it?
Fly, sail, back.
Oh. Silver ring of crit damage. On the right hand, so instead of 2 strength we would have 4% critical hit chance, which is actually pretty funky. So let's put this back here. How's our damage looking with that? We would lose a point of damage and apparently really hunger. Okay. Well, let's do something about that hunger then, shall we? Also, we are really working on that new level already. That's great. Oh, okay. We want to get the apples out of the way so we can start eating those mushroom pies. Now, that does mean we went purely insight this level, which will help us going forwards, don't worry. Oh, you know what I should have done? I should have checked, because that's still 43 of 50. That's still 64 of 100. 23 of 25, has that changed? Yeah, I think that was 21 of 25 at one point, wasn't it? So is that insight options in conversation? Ooh, could quite well be. I mean, it's entirely possible. 126 of 200. And that could be insight options. But it makes more sense for it to be in world sense, doesn't it? Okay. We would quite like to wear this, but we value our defense. I mean, what's it going to be like? No damage. Do we have one that's on blunt? No. So, piercing... Oh, that's what we want. There we go, 2 32s and a 20. The 20 is not ideal, obviously. But we can get up to a 24 and 2 36s. Much better. Okay. Evening. Already? Well, bugger. Let's get out of town. And now that we can just run like the wind.
Why is he wearing that junk? I've heard of him. And his
we
sticky
have a much
fingers.
better chance of making it out before darkness falls. Or we could just rest overnight in the Order's place. And that seems like a much better idea. Because it gives us more daylight exploration time on the roads if we want to try side passages. Or side paths. Ooh, Tristan. You went very quickly there. Alternatively, we could try to meet Pinker. A little bit dangerous. He says, sarcastically. Alright. Do we have a decent amount of hail grass? We have enough to make one more potion after we're finished in town. That's somewhat good to know. And now we get to live dangerously. As we have a rendezvous to attend. Allegedly.
Something was banging around in the cellar all night.
With an extremely unreliable partner. How badly are we going to get attacked on this journey? No idea. 2 or 3 times? If we're really unlucky? None if we're extremely fortunate. Or rather, exceedingly fortunate. Where? Excuse me, guard. I was wondering if you could assist me in locating the vagabond who was about to set upon me. But he appears to have given up the chase. I see bad man. I keep moving. You'd better be
3 mugs for all Grey Shaftians!
And indeed he is.
Your plan worked. Some thick fool tried to attack me. Said he was from the Port Rats.
Oh, splendid, splendid.
Now we know with whom we're dealing, right?
Not exactly. The gang is not too well known. At least not to me.
Oh, come on.
We must find out more about their leader. Let's split up again. Try questioning each and every person that may know anything about them. In taverns, in the slums, at the poorhouse, everywhere. Then we'll meet again and try to piece together a portrait.
Well, here's someone in a tavern. Haha!
Do rats bother you?
Oh, those pests are everywhere. Our local rat catcher is completely unfit for the job.
I meant the ones without tails.
Oh, they come over at times too.
Do you know who's in charge of their gang?
Can't remember the name, but I do know that he made his reputation by collecting debts for the usurers. Not exactly a pleasant person.
Got it. We might not need to ask very many more people. Although we do want to get out of here alive in one piece. So let's try and do that before morning. Alright. Will we make it out of the docks without bloodshed? The guardsman's loading his crossbow.
I can't last much longer without food.
So I have my doubts. Not my fight, and he doesn't seem to be fighting at the moment either, so he's seen something.
Better run.
Where are you, worm? Ah, there we are. Okay, good. Keep coming. I'll keep hitting.
Keep breathing. Inhale. Exhale.
Fucking Tristan, okay. Oh, fuck off! Seriously. And that's why we want to try and make it out of the city. Because there's nasty buggers like this around. You know, we nearly had him until he switched it up at the end there. You know, pumping that critical hit chance to nearly 20% would be quite impressive.
Rest is under the counter.
For now, though, let's just focus on getting out of here alive.
Ugh, gross.
Fog's rolling in.
And
Weather
at least
looks
now we
grim.
believe we know where the attack will come from.
I'll gut you like a fish.
Wait, are you going to come down then or what? Because you seem to be a bit stuck, my friend. fact. Okay, I think we got his attention.
Everything's going down.
Keep breathing. Inhale. Exhale.
Let's get out of here before any of his mates show up. I suppose we could sleep till morning and question people around at the harbour again. Man, we're not leaving town at all, are we? Now, we're not out of the woods yet. I mean, we're not eating any particularly, but there could still be ruffians about. Hopefully they won't turn up around this guide very much. And we can have a bit of a beeline for the Order headquarters. Do we want to go asking around the docks in the morning? We'll have to wait till bloody night time to come back and report again. And you know what? Maybe we should take the investigation slow, so as to not attract unwanted attention.
Fog's rolling in. Weather looks grim.
Mate, that's not fog. That's like nighttime. How are we doing? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. That's about a quarter of a level. Oh. Oh, damn it. Just... Okay, hang on. That's better. I was a bit uncomfortable there.
We broke into the abandoned fort.
Yeah, I'm thinking we might just... I don't know. I mean, at this point, delivering the statue feels like a next episode kind of thing. Ah, but hey, it's not... Alright. Did we have some rum? We did. Okay. Let's see if we can get above 100 immunity, or if it's now... No, it's now kind of strictly out of 100. Alright. We have considerably less incentive to consume it then. Okay. You know, we could just save the apples till later, because they don't seem to be satisfying very much of our hunger, do they?
Scary monsters?
Oh, very scary. You know... Very scary indeed. Right. 20. people. Okay. And just quickly checking all these. Okay. Some big nasty rat walkers and maulers. But apart from that, it's mostly just people we're trying to learn about. I mean, our money's on the rise once again. So that's something. And it's a good long run out into the woods. Yeah, definitely more of a next episode thing. Okay. Well, while we're here then... Ooh, 4 iron. Well, we got 1 already. We are after some more steel. Okay, hang on. You know, with that kind of money, we could make an investment in our house. And we could come investigate near the bakers at night time soon as well. But for now, let's once again get out of the city. And maybe... Nah, this has got to be getting on for like an hour and a half, 2 hours. I probably shouldn't go much longer, should I? Nah. We also need the water to make that potion, so let's get a little more. About 4. Okay, 14. It'll come in useful one way or another. Wait. Eggs, right? Hang on. We have plenty of eggs. This kind of cheese.
A good price!
There we go. And with that... and a cabbage. I think we're onto something here. Yeah. Let's get some spices. And if we head out to make that potion at Rump's camp, then we can cook at Narest's or the woodcutter's camp as well. And prepare ourselves some decent snacks. For our more lengthy journey. Okay. That's starting to seem a bit more positive now. Got ourselves a bit of a plan of action for next time. And we can stop in a different location, facing a different way, to remind ourselves why we go... No, because I'm just going to start recording and go, why am I facing back here towards the woodcutter's camp again? Oh dear. Okay, I'm on game. You can do this. You can load up these assets. And then we'll be outside in the big wide world. We could craft at the Free Hunters camp. Thing is, this outfit's almost good enough for us to improve the armor values on it. We probably shouldn't. We should probably hold off for something better. And something better is coming. Where in the outskirts would a good vantage point be? Okay. So apparently there's a trick to the climbing, where you don't just jump next to the surface you want to climb, but you press and hold the jump button a little instead of just tapping it to jump. Because to transform it from a jump into a climb, in some places you need to hold it down. Still don't think we're climbing that palisade anytime soon. But alright, let's go do our quick supply run. Hang on. Okay. No, we fall down there. But here... I don't quite see how we get all the way over there. But I do appear to be on something here. I probably shouldn't be. That looks like a big fat no, doesn't it? Ow. Tristan, what the fucking hell are you doing? Well, you're stuck now. Oh joy. Yeah. Well, bugger. We were almost onto something there. We got to do some exploring. Bit out of bounds, got stuck somewhere we shouldn't. Good times. Oh, just when it felt like I was finding a way to a vantage point to map. Oh well. So what? Maybe the roof of the Mercenaries Guild? Or something similar? Because we're wanting a high vantage point, and there's apparently one in the outskirts somewhere. High and distinctive. Okay. No. Respect this place, Tristan. Don't run. I'm not going to reload, but remember where you are.
Outskirts recently. Have you heard about what the moon
What's
said
it to you, brother?
You know what? Let's have a pie. Nice mushroom pie. Maybe even have some leeks or onions in there as well. Something like that. So we get out of town. And after that disappointing climbing session, I don't think I do want to bother walking all over there and cooking some food and making a potion. It can wait. Apparently. Although we can make our way over there fairly quick. You know what? It'll help me remember the reason why I was going over there, though. Since I messed it up so badly and need to do it all over again. Whoa. I'm not even going to buy some extra food this time. I should. She's not out, so that's okay. Life has taken care of it for me. Now, we've got about a quarter of a level already since leveling this session, so things are going to be going much faster. That will certainly be interesting. I could stop here as a reminder that I'm going this way, but as there's 2 load spikes in here, I might as well get those out of the way, at which point I'm on the other side of the checkpoint anyway, so I might as well continue all the way to the woodcutter's camp, at which point I might as well cook the food, at which point if I end the episode I may very well forget to go and brew a potion. So why don't I go make the potion first? Look at him run. Doing his hands like the second Terminator. All that running has paid off. I mean, he's no Mo Farah, or Linford Christie. But he's getting there. And of course, in the school playground, we all learn that due to shit question and answer jokes that require no setup or thought or any sort of work going into them whatsoever, the fastest thing in the world is an Ethiopian with a dinner ticket. Look, there was famine and mass starvation in Ethiopia when that joke was popular, okay? It came out of a situation. I'm not going to go and try and find the thing that's been dragging bodies away. I've got a pretty good idea what it is, and a pretty good idea I'm going to have a hard time dealing with it without another couple of levels. Or 3 or 4. I don't think that's a particularly good vantage point for mapping. With a ladder up onto the rocks is a nice touch, but... Oh no. But it didn't do it either. Okay. There we go. Let's go make ourselves some food. Now, I'm waiting for something, okay? There's a reason I haven't started any new games yet and haven't actually revisited some that have fallen by the wayside a little recently, and that's because there is an upcoming event that I am waiting for. Notification has been given, but no precise time or date, so when it comes, you guys will all be pretty much the first to know. But it feels bad to speak about it even now. I don't want to jinx it, you know? I could stop in with Radim here to try and sell something, but maybe I should go and check the Gravediggers board first and see what they want today. Yes, I could go and do that in the outskirts nearer the city, but since I'm going to cook here anyway, and there's less distractions and people...
Something was banging around in the cellar all night. Couldn't bring myself to risk checking what it was.
Rough,
well now.
Sure, but life goes on.
This weather's been mad lately. Sunny, then rainy, then sunny again.
And
Seven's
nothing's
a lot.
likely to change.
Someone was out wandering the streets and yelling like a bloody fool again last night.
So we don't need to worry about trying to fulfill that order today.
I wonder why we even have guards.
All right. There we go. I don't think we've had our 20 of those either.
Broke into the abandoned fort. Be damned if I know, but mark my words, they have definitely stirred something up.
Remember how things used to be? This is nothing in comparison.
I wonder which abandoned fort he's speaking about. That sounds new. I'm not sure we've heard that particular rumour before. Tristan, if you sense any sort of abandoned fort, be cautious. Is there somewhere high we can climb up onto? Oh, that looks very fancy over trees. Tricky. But hey, let's get ourselves facing in an obvious direction, one that involves going away from the city, and perhaps at some point soon we'll be able to go deal with those two people who murdered the chap who was planning on robbing the Gravediggers Guild.
That's for sure. Have you heard about what the Moon Sect did?
Huh?
One at
They
a time.
broke into the abandoned fort.
We can't handle them both together yet. Easy, Tristan. There's mud ahead. I know you're good with mud these days.
Nothing's likely to change.
You said it.
But still, it's good practice.
Why is he wearing that junk?
So that he can get away from people who keep asking that question.
Heard a couple maulers howling at the walls yesterday.
Why is he wearing that junk?
So. Actually. Yeah. That is quite a tall building, isn't it? And how would we set about scaling it? Arguably, I mean, theoretically, we get on the rocks and then get up on the... No, roof's a bit high. Inside, perhaps. Oh, don't mind me, gentlemen. I'm just wondering how I could get up there. I suppose there's some kind of door to a balcony or something. This appears to be as high as we go on the inside. So I may need to look somewhere else. This will take us through to the Hound. Although we are climbing. Interesting. Looks like bad men over... Wait.
You asked for it!
Hello? Oh.
Come at me! Better run!
You were saying? Where? Presumably.
You like that? It's only going to hurt more.
Presumably we're talking in here. And this definitely. Hobster Note 2.
A key would be useful here.
Yeah. Fucking hell! Now that looks like we should be able to climb to the top of it and map out the area. Unfortunately, the game does not like the odds of us getting on that roof, does it? Oh God. Who the hell is that? Oh, it's him. Chap who likes to lean on the fence just round the corner here. Okay.
Why is he wearing that junk?
Can't trust anyone nowadays.
This weather's been mad lately. Sunny.
Yeah, I think we were onto something there with that tower.
Why we even have guards?
You said it. I heard the orders all buzzing about something.
But maybe that is
Yeah,
something
they've
to
been running
explore
their
next
feet
time. Or we could just go deliver the bloody statue. Alright, well I'm going to end the episode here. I hope you've all enjoyed this one. And I'll look forward to seeing you all in the very next one. I'll say goodbye for now though, and cheerio everyone. See you all soon.